What's happening this week in Warcraft? Hey, it's Soul, and you can help support the channel by liking this video, subscribing for more WoW coverage, and catching me when I'm live. There's no hot fixes to report on the War Within side because next week the 11.0.7 patch drops. There's no prep guide necessary, like other mid-season patches. It's great for dedicated fans to have, more to do and new things to collect. From testing, I didn't have to worry a bunch about junk filling out my inventory, so no need to keep your bags clean. The new zone currency sits on our tab, and it's warbound tradable, and again, outside of junk items, I was just picking up new greens and warbound gear to send off. The only thing to tell you in advance really is to just hang out in the main building in Dornogal just before the patch. That's where you'll find the quest that'll take you to Siren Isle. For those of you waiting on the sidelines, or if you're just listening in while you're figuring out how Path of Exile 2 works, if you want to come in for new collections and gearing up vaults, cool. If you want to come in a little bit later for the Turbulent Timeways event or Plunderstorm, also cool. If you're interested in the special ring you can make from this zone, I would suggest waiting a bit while we nail down how long it takes to collect all the customizable stones and how to power it up, which I hope we'll find out by next week. Outside of that, it's kind of like what Blizzard's been promising. They're not using these mid-patches to try and lock people into the game in some degenerate loop. So if you want to sit this one out, you're gonna be okay. Just stay tuned for these weeklies so you know what's been happening, yeah? Timewalking holidays typically come every third week, so while there isn't one this week, Classic Timewalking is still filling the gap during the anniversary event. I asked you folks whether you like having Timewalking every week like we have been, and most of you said yes, so I wonder if this current setup works well, where Classic Timewalking is basically always on, but every third week it breaks away to another expansion. So my new, but I guess not so new question is, what if we had this exact sort of arrangement, or of course, what would you prefer? On top of Timewalking, it's the dungeon event this week. Complete 4 heroic or mythic dungeons for a piece of hero gear. I recall the last time the dungeon event came around, only the War Within heroic dungeon seemed to give credit towards this quest, and hopefully it'll work correctly this time. Cooking Impossible is the upcoming brawl, and over in Mythic Plus World, it's a tyrannical fortified week, and Oblivion is the Xal'atath affix. I'm trying out that pronunciation. I'm trying to break old habits, alright? Anyway, that's the one where orbs appear, and you gotta intercept them before they reach mobs. Now, I'm only about a week or two away until I start entering dungeons myself, and I'm looking forward to it. It's a light week, and while I'll be doing my usual thing, streaming so we can keep each other company, I do plan on firing off 2 kinds of videos this week, including some add-ons I discovered while redoing a bit of my setup, and also to talk for a bit about guilds. Last month, my guild turned 17 years old, and that was a good time to talk about how it lasted so long, and maybe give some tips for people looking to find a home or to make one of their own. The truth is, I do want a guild hall now that we have player housing coming, and it would be really sick to celebrate the achievements the guild's earned with its hundreds of members who have come and gone. So stay tuned for that and other coverage as it drops. Please like the video, subscribe for more coverage, catch me live, and I'll catch you later. Let's have Bob close us out with a little reminder: stay safe, stay healthy, and stay breezy.
Through the sword, they cost way too much. You want them both. To show Blizz you love them both. Through the sword, show off to your friends at a price that you'll defend. Through the sword, that costs way too much. Be the privileged few. Our tokens will pull us through. That's for me and gold's for you. Through the sword. Done.